Hi guys, good afternoon. As for today's lesson, I will be briefing you on the factors of production. As you could see on the screen, factor of production has four categories, which are capital, enterprise, labor, and land. The first factor of production, capital, is defined as human-made goods which are used in the production of other goods. For an example, machines and buildings are used in order to produce other goods and services. And this includes your school lecturers, where they use whiteboard in order to conduct their lessons. Some might be wondering why money isn't a type of capital. As being defined by economists, money is not a productive resource and is only used to buy capital things. Moving on to the second factor of production, we are looking into enterprise. An entrepreneur is defined as a person who combines the other factors of production, land, labor, and capital in order to earn a profit. For an example, Donald Trump, who is an entrepreneur, is also now the US president. Let's now move to the third factor of production, which is labor. It's defined as effort that people contribute to the production of goods and services. For an example, labor resources include the work that is done by a waiter who brings your food at a restaurant. And finally, the fourth factor of production, which is land, referred as any natural resources of raw materials that is used in the production process. Some common natural resources are forest, oil, gas, metals, and other mineral resources. Let's now move on to our practice question and a past year question. Let's now move on to the pop quiz. Explain whether each of the following is labor, capital, enterprise, or land. This practice question does not take more than 5 minutes, and I will be sharing this answer for the questions under the comments. You will also be able to check your answers at the end of today's lesson. Moving on to the past year question. Name two factors of production used in making cars. This is a very common and straightforward question where you're only required to identify and do not need to explain further. 1 point for every factor. As mentioned, factor of production are categorized into 4 divisions, which are cell, capital, enterprise, land, and labor. And the suggested answer is you could list down any two from the 4 factor of production. All right, let's have a quick recap before we end today's class. It's time to wrap things up, but before we go, always remember that the 4 factors of production, which stands for cell, capital, enterprise, land, and labor. Thank you for watching my video and feel free to provide your comments below. Have a pleasant day, guys. Stay tuned.